Hey everyone, welcome back to RetroBreak. Today I wanted to talk about the Nintendo 3DS and some of the cool things that I've been able to do with it since I discovered the fact that you can mod it recently. The main reason I wanted to mod it is because I actually lost my Street Pass data, so all of the extra games that I downloaded, I couldn't actually get them back. So I got something installed on here that allows me to download DLC. Obviously the first thing I did was fix Street Pass, which I've actually been enjoying doing a lot recently with all of these different events that I'm going to. I've got probably close to 1,000 Street Pass hits just in the past year alone. It's so amazing that so many people still use their 3DSs. I've taken it to all of the conventions that I've been to this year, and it's been absolutely fantastic seeing everyone else still with their 3DSs, and I love the portability of it as well, and I can just carry it around in my pocket. But before we get into the cool stuff that I've actually done with the modding, I want to show you something very special on Street Pass, because I can't believe I actually did this. Is the fact that I actually 100% completed the Street Pass puzzle pieces. As you can see there, I've got every single puzzle from every single game. I'm really glad now that I've actually been able to reinstall all of the other Street Pass games so that I can actually still enjoy it. And I love Street Pass. I'm so glad that people still do it, but I wish there was a way to get more puzzles on there. So if anyone knows in the modern community if there's a way of adding new Street Pass puzzles, that would be really cool, even if like you have to use a different app or something. I think that would be really fun. But there's a bunch of other cool stuff that I've done on here as well. So I got a Game Boy Advance emulator. I've actually been playing a Pokemon ROM hack called Royal Sapphire, and I'm really enjoying it. I've got quite a few badges at this point. I played this on the plane all the way to Gamescom recently, and it's really cool. It's like a complete reimagining of Pokemon Sapphire with all new Pokemon, more challenging areas. That's my progress so far. I've played for 13 hours, and I've got 3 more gym badges left to get, but it's so great to kind of experience a brand new 2D Pokemon game, and I'm really enjoying my time with it, and I'll definitely check out some other Game Boy Advance ROM hacks on here as well, and it's been really nice playing them in this form factor as well. And I also bought a brand new battery off Amazon too. This battery here is actually a lot bigger capacity than the original one, so the battery life's actually been great as well. I managed to play it all the way on the train, on the plane, and in the taxi all the way to the hotel, and I still had battery left to spare at the end of it. So been really enjoying playing some Game Boy Advance ROM hacks, and I'll definitely check out some more in the future. Here's something else super cool that I've been playing recently, and whenever we get any downtime behind the table at the conventions, I've been playing this homebrew port of Super Mario 64, and this is just incredible. It runs at 60 frames a second, it looks incredible, and it's also in full stereoscopic 3D, and the 3D is actually really good. There was a lot of late release 3DS games that kind of have very shallow depth of field, but this is like perfect 3D, and it actually really helps with the gameplay as well. And I'll show you a bit of it here. Obviously the video is only in 30 FPS, so you won't be able to see how smooth it is, and yes, I've been to see the monkey and lost my hat. But it's so cool to play this, and it's in widescreen as well, as you can see from there. And if I turn the 3D slider up, you won't be able to tell on the camera, but as you can see, like the difference when I turn the screen on where the castle is there, that's kind of how deep the 3D is, and it is a really good effect. If you see it in person, it's so impressive. So yeah, really been enjoying my time with Mario 64, and I'm actually trying to get all the stars. As you can see, I've got quite a few so far. So yeah, absolutely amazing port, probably the definitive way to play Mario 64, and I really wish I'd experienced it sooner, honestly. There's some other emulators you can put on here as well, so I've been playing Final Fantasy 4 and 6 using this here, which is a SNES emulator, and it runs perfectly and it looks really nice on the screen too. It's basically just giving yourself more Virtual Console games to play, which is really cool. This also completely blew my mind as well, so if you already own Sonic Mania on Steam, you can actually get the files off the Steam version and put them on the SD card for the 3DS, and using a homebrew application you can actually then run Sonic Mania on the 3DS, and although the special stages are a little bit slow, the frame rate's not great, when you're actually in the main game it actually runs perfectly, so I'm just so impressed. The loading takes a while for it to boot up between the stages, but once you're in the stage, it really feels just as good as playing it on the Switch or any other console, so it's amazing to be able to play a brand new Sonic game on the 3DS. I was just absolutely blown away when I first heard that this was even a possibility, and I was so excited to play it on here. And it is like the complete game, and it looks amazing too. It's so smooth on this screen. And again, the camera's only running in 30 frames a second, so you can't see just how smooth it is, but I'll boot a level up so you can see how it plays anyway. So yeah, just so cool that this even exists, and adding that in with the 3D versions of Sonic 1 and 2, this is really an amazing Sonic console at this point. And these also play in 3D too, which has really nice layered 3D backgrounds. Another thing that I brought up in a previous video, which I've been really enjoying as well, is the Virtual Boy emulator called Red Viper. And this is something that Nintendo should have done a long time ago as well. They play incredibly well on the 3DS, especially on the new 3DS with the C-Stick. It really works well because obviously the Virtual Boy had two D-pads, one on either side, so you can use the two circle pads there to actually control the games the way they were meant to be controlled. It does have touchscreen controls as well if you've only got an original 3DS, but playing it on the new 3DS is definitely the way to go, especially with the improved stereoscopic 3D as well. And honestly, this is now my new favourite way to play Virtual Boy games. It's so cool, and I really wish this is something that Nintendo did officially when the 3DS was still around. Something else that's been great with the modding abilities of the 3DS is to make it region free. So I actually had quite a few Japanese 3DS games, but I had no way of playing them because unfortunately Nintendo decided to region lock the 3DS. So with the mods you can actually play games from any region, so now I can actually officially play all of these games on the same system instead of having to use my Japanese 3DS. So that is just really cool from a convenience point of view. But there's something even cooler, and that is fan translations. So there's a game that I wanted to play ever since I saw the first trailer all the way back in something like 2011, and that is a game called Time Travelers by Level 5, and I installed the fan translation for this game, and the game is absolutely incredible. I've played it for about 5 hours so far, and it's lived up to everything I thought the game would be. It's basically a point-and-click visual novel with a lot of different alternating stories that all cross over with each other, and you can rewind time and do different things in certain stories, and then that changes the outcome in a different one. I was always so upset that the game was never officially released in English, so I was so excited to check out this fan translation, and I'm really enjoying my time with it. And I'm just so glad that I'm able to do that now, thanks to the modding of the 3DS. It's just so cool to be able to experience it, finally. This was one thing that I was super excited to check out, and it actually works really well too. This is called TW Patch by Sono, and this actually, and I didn't even know this was going to be possible, changes the default way that DS games are scaled on the 3DS. So as you can see, there's a bunch of different options there, and it's probably hard to pick up on the camera, but if you've ever played original DS games on a 3DS, you might know that they're kind of blurry. So this basically gives you a bunch of different options about how you actually want to attempt to upscale the original DS image. And I think some of these, like this one here called Sharpen Test, actually look a lot better than the Nintendo default. It actually allows you to see a little bit more detail without it becoming too smudged like it does on the original 3DS. So by doing this and then actually playing my original DS games, I've actually been having a lot better of an experience. And I've also still very slowly been making my way through Hotel Dusk, and using these new screen filters with Hotel Dusk has actually made it a more enjoyable experience as well. It doesn't look like, you know, you're kind of squinting and you're seeing the game a bit blurred out. It actually sharpens up a lot of those smoothed edges that the 3DS does, so really cool to see that that was a possibility too. So I'll ask you guys and girls who are watching, what else can you do with a modded 3DS that you think I should check out? I'm still in the early stages of exploring all of the possibilities online, and my mind is just continually being blown at what you can actually do with this. And in some ways, it's actually made the 3DS my favourite Nintendo handheld now. I always put it below the original DS and the Game Boy, but the more I've been experimenting with it, and the fact that you can actually play all of those systems on here as well, and the form factor is just fantastic too. It really has made me reappreciate and reevaluate the 3DS, and also the fact that Street Pass is still going strong is just incredible as well, and I've been having so much fun just talking to people who have seen me with the 3DS at conventions, and it's been great to know that it's still going strong today too. do. And also, before we go, on Tuesday next week, that actually marks my 18th year of doing YouTube videos on this channel. And I'm actually planning to do a live stream on this channel on Tuesday to go through some questions and answers and talk about my journey on YouTube over the years. So I really hope you're looking forward to those celebration videos. I'm very much looking forward to taking a look back over where I've come on the channel and some of my plans for the future as well. That's all for now though. If you want more 3DS content, click the video up here and check out some of my favourite games for the system, and I'll see you all again very soon. Goodbye.